If a war breaks out in the Middle East, chances are it starts with these two countries, Iran and Israel. Today, they seem like mortal enemies, but once upon a time, they were secret allies. Yes, really. Before the 1979 Iranian Revolution, Iran and Israel had covert military cooperation, trade deals, even intelligence sharing. Back then, Iran was pro-Western under the Shah. Israel took full advantage of that. But in 1979, everything changed. The Shah was overthrown, Ayatollah Khomeini came to power, and Iran's new ideology became clear. Israel is an evil regime and must be erased from the map. Iran cut ties with Israel and embraced the Palestinian cause. Israel declared Iran an existential threat. This conflict isn't just about beliefs, it's about power, influence, and survival. Iran supports groups like Hamas and Islamic Jihad. Israel sees this as direct terrorism. Iran backs Hezbollah in Lebanon, a group that's fought Israel for years. Iran funds militias in Syria and Iraq. Israel strikes them when they get too close, and then there's the nuclear issues. Iran wants it. Israel says that's a red line.
Where should a red line be drawn? A red line should be drawn right here.
This isn't a war of words anymore. Israel has already carried out cyber attacks on Iran's nuclear sites. Iranian scientists have been assassinated. Iran has struck back online. This is not theory, this is a shadow war in motion. What started as ideology evolved into proxy battles. Now it's about nukes, cyber attacks, and quiet assassinations. And it's far from over. This isn't just a fight between two nations, it's a clash that could reshape the entire region, maybe the entire world. Some wars are decided before the first shot is even fired. This one begins inside an atom. Iran's nuclear work started in the 1950s with US help. The goal was peaceful: energy, research, science. But after 1979, everything got darker. Iran's program became secretive. International inspectors were denied access. The IAEA kept warning about a lack of transparency. Israel wasn't buying any excuses. Iran had openly threatened to destroy Israel. So Israel reacted with sabotage, cyber attacks, and threats of force. In 2002, secret nuclear sites were exposed. In 2010, the US and Israel hit Iran with the Stuxnet virus. In 2015, the JESPOA deal was signed to limit enrichment. In 2018, the US pulled out. Iran restarted its enrichment. And in 2022, they reached 60% enrichment, dangerously close to weapons grade. Natural uranium isn't the problem. The danger is U-235. The isotope that makes bombs possible. In its natural state, uranium contains only 0.7% U-235. To make a bomb, you need 90% or more. This is done through a process called enrichment. Iran says it's for peaceful energy, but reactors only need 3 to 5%. Iran is already at 60. To Israel, this isn't progress. It's a threat. A nuclear Iran could shatter the balance of power. It could embolden its allies, and it could one day use that bomb, or the threat of it. Israel's message is simple. If the world won't stop Iran, we will. Alone if we must. U-235 is fissile. That means when hit with a neutron, it splits, releasing energy and more neutrons. Those neutrons split more atoms. That's a chain reaction. If controlled, it powers a reactor. If unleashed, it levels cities. Step 1 is enrichment. Thousands of centrifuges spin uranium to separate the U-235 from the rest. For bombs, you need 90%. Iran is at 60. Step 2 is critical mass. Enough U-235 must be gathered to create an unstoppable chain reaction. Explosives are used to bring separate uranium pieces together instantly. In milliseconds, a nuclear blast. The Hiroshima bomb used just 64 kilograms of U-235. It killed over 140,000 people. This isn't just a weapon. It's power, it's leverage, and in the wrong hands, it's a nightmare. The danger is not just the bomb, it's the mind that's willing to use it. Iran's nuclear program isn't one lab. It's a web of facilities spread across the country. Natanz is the main enrichment center. It's underground, massive, and critical. It's where Iran reached 60% enrichment. Fordow is built under a mountain, secretive and secure. It's active too. Arak is a heavy water reactor. Its purpose? To produce plutonium, an alternative bomb fuel. Isfahan is the conversion center. It prepares uranium for enrichment. Bushehr is the civilian plant, built by Russia. It's meant for power, but doubts remain. This isn't a science project, it's a strategic machine. The world has made its demands clear: full transparency, lower enrichment levels, return to the nuclear deal, and limits on missile development. Iran isn't fully cooperating, and that keeps Israel and the entire region on edge. To Israel, this isn't policy, it's existence. A nuclear Iran could embolden groups like Hezbollah and Hamas. It could hide behind the bomb and strike without fear. Israel's message remains: Iran will never get the bomb, even if we have to stop them alone. And now the war is no longer limited to borders. In 2020, Iran's top nuclear scientist was assassinated. In 2024, a general was killed in the streets of Tehran. In 2025, drones hit housing for nuclear engineers near Natanz. Iran fired back. In May 2025, over 90 missiles were launched directly into Israel. Some were stopped, some weren't. In June, Iranian drones hit oil tankers linked to Israel in the Gulf. This is no longer a Cold War, it's a hot one inside both nations. Then came the moment everything changed. At 3:27 a.m., alarms echoed across northern Iran. A US B-52 bomber strike had begun. The target? A nuclear facility near Isfahan. According to intel, Iran had reached or was near 90% enrichment. The US launched. The bombs hit. The site was destroyed. Iran called it an act of war. Air defenses were activated. Missiles were moved. The world held its breath. This was the first time the United States directly attacked Iranian soil. The message was clear: you will not get the bomb, but the risk, regional war, or something far bigger. Tel Aviv is burning, Tehran is burning, and the final chapter of this story hasn't been written yet. The question is, will the world start burning too?